Hey everybody, it's your boy Joe Van, coming back at you with another piece. But this one's different from the rest. In this piece, I wanted to recommend some YouTube channels to you guys. These channels are ones I've come across over years of binge watching YouTube content. So, they'll come in no particular order, but their subjects will be similar. That's how I'll categorize it. First, I will recommend movie review channels. Up front, you got YMS, or YourMovieSucks.org. Canada represent. He's got a voice you either love or hate, so in that regard it's a coin toss, but he is honestly one of the better movie review channels out there. You can tell he's got a naturally high intelligence, and he uses that gift to critique movies. So on behalf of cinephiles everywhere, thank you for your service.
I would not recommend watching this at all. It is definitely not worth it. Disney does not need more money, so if you feel compelled, just use a friend's Disney Plus account or something. It was really bad, and I'm gonna forget about it soon. And I'm giving this one a 1 out of 10.
Next up, we got Ralph the Movie Maker. He's young but sharp, and has a surprising eye for artistic expression. You'd think with his accent he'd just be a fucking bada-boom bada-bing kind of guy, only interested in Scorsese films. And he is. But he's also an entire universe more than that. Same goes with IHE, or I Hate Everything. You figure because of his YouTube channel's name he would be just like a pure cynic, but he's really not at all. Next up we got Elvis the Alien. This guy smokes weed and loves Nick Cage. Nuff said.
We're introduced to the cast. We've got Brent, who is Nick Cage.
Have you ever been dragged to the sidewalk and beaten until you pissed blood?
Following the alien, we got Chris Stuckman, a man that will to no end ask you to click right here to get Stuckmanized. George Rockall Schmidt is a dimly lit, dry-witted reviewer of films both new and old. We also have Mr. Sunday Movies, a duo that mostly, or only, cover pop culture movies like superhero movies. Same with the Cosmonaut Variety Hour.
Our Twilight adventure.
Hell yeah, we're watching Breaking Dawn Part 1.
Following that, we got channels like Stories of Old and Renegade Cut. These pair cover movies through a deeply philosophical lens. Not that the other channels can't do that on occasion, but these channels make it their mission to only do that. It helps them separate themselves from the lot too, so all the power to them.
Have you found Jesus yet? No.
I didn't know I was supposed to be looking for him, sir.
Finally, we have my only female recommendation, which is unfortunate, but that aside, Lindsay Ellis.
The internet has lost its mind.
She covers other things, like a lot of the channels, but she's known, for me, with her review of the Hobbit movies, specifically. That and her take on Game of Thrones. Her basic style is based on her personality, like the rest of the creators. Aside from covering a niche, the big pull of any creator is their tone, or more simply just their voice, and these people got me. I'm in. I want to hear what you gotta say. Following that list, I'll now go over Halo channels. I'll make this one quick because they all give the same thing more or less. Though they're not all relegated to just covering Halo, you got The Act Man.
What's up everybody? This is The Act Man here.
And Hidden Experia, Men of Culture. Installation 00 has a brain he can sit in. Ultimate Halo is a youngin', but one bursting with charisma.
Ultimate Halo.
Azolai, Ubernick, and Sean W. also got that charm going for them, bringing people back for more. Then you got Owl, Kevin Kulex, Rejected Shotgun.
This is Steve Downs, the voice of Master Chief, Sierra 117. Introducing Extinction, the biggest modded map ever made for Halo Reach.
Rocket Sloth, and Halo Canon, that house enough good content to make them ones to return to. Now, instead of getting into it, I'll just say I made sure not to add late night gaming because of drama between him and Azulai, and that's it. That's all I'm going to say on that. Moving on, we have scientific or philosophical YouTube channels. We have the likes of Exurbia, a mad lad that slices science and philosophy with comedy in little YouTube skits, while also in general being a writer.
These are about as close to the building blocks of nature as we've managed to get so far. Next up, we get to the A-list celebrities of the subatomic world, Derek Neutron and Barbara Proton. All of this stuff so far, and everything in the universe, is controlled by 4 forces. The strong force, which generally binds quarks, protons, and neutrons together. Then there's the weak force, which regulates radioactive decay. The electromagnetic force, which holds atoms and molecules together, basically. And finally gravity, who is the promiscuous hussy of physics, and regulates everything else, like universes.
Next we have John Michael Gaudier, who's the kind of guy to put you to sleep faster than anesthesia. But man, the guy puts out some interesting videos. He's a sci-fi writer that basically goes over scary possibilities of the universe and what it holds, among other things. Now for the final burst, you got Ted Ed, Physics Girl, Thoughty2 here.
Hey, 42 here.
Vertasium. Hey, Michael, Vsauce.
Hey, Vsauce. Michael here. Come on in.
Real Life Lore. And Just Let Me Know.
Just let me know.
These guys are my absolute favorite channels on science. They each have their own voice, style, questions, and presentation to their works. Obviously, Ted Ed is bigger than YouTube, but they still apply for my recommendation. So there you have it. Joe Van has now recommended some YouTube channels for you to check out if you haven't already. I hope y'all were receptive to this. Let me know if you have any other subjects you'd want me to cover in another recommends piece. But until next time, I love you all, and keep on thinking. See ya!